Hey guys, Iron Cameraman here. Today's video is a bit of a tough one for many reasons, but the main one is this package from Boom. I was just chilling in my room as usual when I suddenly heard a knock at the door. When I opened it, I saw this box. I think you already have a good idea of what's inside, but we'll get to that in a bit. Getting such a cool surprise made me think about the current state of my favorite series. You've probably noticed that in the Skibidi toilet fandom, people have been talking more and more about how Skibidi toilets are dying, or that their popularity is at risk and starting to fade, or at the very least, that something hasn't felt right since the start of the Astro arc, and the views just aren't the same. This especially became a hot topic after the Season 25 strike and the situation with Skibidi, who turned out to be not such a great guy. On top of that, the long gaps between new episodes aren't helping. Even a lot of my fellow YouTubers who analyze the series have stopped making videos as often as they used to. Simply put, 2025 didn't start off too smoothly for our fandom. And it's no coincidence that I put Titan Cameraman on the thumbnail. His legendary return way back in episode 50 was, for many, including myself, the moment that made us follow the series even more closely. For a lot of fans, episode 50 was when Skibidi Toilet really raised the bar, and waiting for new episodes became a lot more exciting. At first, I wanted to dive into the question, is it really true that people are losing interest in the series? But after analyzing things, I realized that making a video like that wouldn't really make sense. Judging solely by view counts isn't the best method. Old episodes are constantly being rewatched, while new ones just haven't had enough time to rack up the same numbers. Plus, even if the audience has shrunk a little, that doesn't mean Skibidi Toilet's core fans have lost interest. Back in the day, the series was mostly seen as a viral meme. People watched it on autopilot without really paying attention to the story. But now, long-time viewers are getting more invested in the lore and becoming even more loyal to the series. You can even see this in my video stats. Some of my most popular videos of all time are now ones from just 2 months ago. And here's an interesting observation. If you look at Boom's most popular videos, you'll notice that with only a few exceptions, like the ones featuring the 3 women or the Skibidi scientist, pretty much all of the top thumbnails have Titans in them. And the more Titans in the shot, the higher the views. Now, take a look at the latest thumbnails. Out of the last 9 videos, only 2 feature Titan TV Man, while the rest focus on less popular characters. Mark my words, as soon as all 3 Titans reunite and appear in the same shot, that episode will bring the views back to their peak. Because if you see an episode pulling in only 30 million views instead of the usual 50 million, it doesn't mean people are losing interest. It just means the general audience isn't as hyped about episodes that focus on smaller characters. Yeah, if we look at the average numbers, views have dropped, but not to a critical point where we should start panicking. If Boom only cared about short-term views and couldn't survive without them, he could just keep throwing all the Titans and the most popular characters into every episode, constantly baiting people with endless giant battles. But as we can see, he's not doing that. And ironically, that's exactly what helps him keep a loyal audience. The viewers who aren't just here for the epic fights, but actually care about the story and characters. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, so drop a comment below. And if you agree with me, I'd really appreciate a like on this video so more people can see it. By the way, on the show's anniversary, Boom made a post in the YouTube community and on X. If you tweak the color grading of the image he attached, you'll see the same message as last year. Some things must remain secret. The exact same phrase appeared exactly 1 year ago, again on the show's anniversary. But if you download the image itself, the file name contains the phrase, "How much is real?" component placement, and in the X version of the image, there's another hidden message. Will this ever end? The last phrase might just be a rhetorical question about when the series or the war in it will end. But the "how much is real" question is way more interesting to discuss. To me, it's a clear hint at a new ability that Boom has been showcasing more and more lately, the hologram. Considering we've already seen a sort of digital world, this question could be referencing that too. How much of this is actually real? The whole thing really gives off strong Matrix vibes. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more scenes like the one where Juggernaut tried to punch the hologram, and this concept will be explored even further in upcoming episodes. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, this could be the key to uncovering the secret behind the weapon G-Man was talking about when he spoke with Juggernaut. In fact, I've been working on a script about this for a month now. My team and I keep adding more thoughts and evidence to it. And we've come to a really exciting conclusion that I think you guys are gonna love. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Oh, and by the way, huge thanks for 600,000 subscribers. You guys are the best. Now, let's finally open that box from the beginning of the video. The first thing we see inside is a message from Boom's team, listing everything in the package. From what I read, it's a new batch of official merch. The set includes TV Woman, a bucket with 20 different figurines, one of them is a mystery figure, Dark Speakerman, and a collection of all 3 Titans. Let's start with unboxing TV Woman. She looks really cute, and her design is exactly like what we saw in the series, but from the first version before the upgrades. What I like the most is her articulation. You can pose her however you want, and even her head rotates 360 degrees. And of course, she can stand on her own. Simp Cameraman would definitely go crazy over this figure. Ahem. Next up, we've got Dark Speakerman. He has the same build and size since these figures are part of the deluxe figure collection. Right now, there are only 4 figures in this series. Besides the ones I have, there's also Plunger Man and the regular Cameraman. Oh, and Dark Speakerman comes with his signature knives, which you can put in his hands. Now it's time to open the bucket. Even before opening it, you can tell by the sound and transparency that there are a ton of minifigures from Skibidi Toilet inside. The first thing I pulled out was a sealed pack with a secret Titan. We'll open that later. There's also a collector's sheet with info on the whole set. The minifigures include almost all the familiar characters: Speaker Woman, Polycephalic TV Man, Dancing Twin Speakerman, Plunger Man, Big Speaker Man, Big Cameraman, and more. There are even 2 Skibidi Toilet figures in the set. And finally, the cutest part of the whole box, in my opinion, 3 tiny Titans. When they were still in the packaging, I didn't notice. But after unboxing them, I realized that their heads look way bigger compared to their original designs in the series. Because of that, they look younger, almost like baby versions of the Titans. My favorite is definitely Titan Cameraman. Just look at how adorable he is. But Titan Speakerman and TV Man also look awesome. See for yourself. As for the secret gray package, it turned out to be none other than Titan TV Man, but not in his regular form. This is his episode 44 configuration, when he had speaker helicopters attached to him. It looks really cool. Like I said before, Titan Cameraman is my favorite, but the figures with articulated limbs are also really impressive. And if any of you want to get something from what I showed today, or any other cool merch from Mr. Boom's store, I recommend checking out my referral link in the description. Not only will you get a discount from me, but you'll also be supporting my channel. See you next time, guys!